Hey guys, Art's Backpacking 360. Today's video, a complete review and breakdown along with some tips and tricks on the Sea to Summit pocket shower. How about we show you that side first? So stick around and check it out. It's going to be an awesome video. Okay, so we are up here in the west flank of the Crystal Range at about 9,000 foot elevation, and I'm up here at Lake Mozelle, and I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to do a review on the pocket shower. So let's get through this. I got to try to do this video with no cuts and get it all in one take. So if I have any screw ups, don't throw sticks at me. So this is it as it comes from the manufacturer. It'll run you about 29 bucks plus tax, you know, whatever the applicable sales tax is in your area. It weighs 5 1/4 ounces and it holds 10 liters of water. And man, I got to tell you, 10 liters of water, that is just a buttload of water for a pocket shower, okay? 10 liters in this thing filled up weighs like 23 pounds, and that's like as much as my whole backpack. So let's take a look at it real quick, shall we? Getting it back into this little pack is not as difficult as a lot of them. They make them, and it's like you can never get it back into the little package. This one, if you roll it from the shower head first, just roll it back up nice and tight, it goes back in pretty easy. So let's take a look at it. It comes with this little cord, which right off the top will easily hold the weight of 23 pounds of water. But if you're dragging it over rocks or you're throwing it over a branch, anything like that, I right off the top would be more comfortable using a much heavier cord, nylon, paracord, whatever. So let's take a quick look. It's basically nothing more than a black bag with a roll top on it. It's got directions on the inside along with the water level that tells you when you get to 10 liters. And the business end of it down here on the bottom, basic little black shower head, twists off and on. It works pretty well. If you over tighten it, they say it'll leak. I don't know because I didn't over tighten it. So let's fill it up with water and we'll go turn it on and I'll tell you what I learned about it. So let's just gonna see if we can get some footage going on here while we do this, and hopefully this will work. So first off, when you're filling this guy up, make sure that you're pouring nice clean water in there, because if you're scooping up a bunch of crud when you're pouring it in here, eventually that crud's going to settle to the bottom of your shower and it's going to end up down where that valve is at. And I'm going to go on ahead and fill this all the way up with 10 liters. Incidentally, and I already made my first mistake, when you're filling this up, take your shower towel, lay it down, and put this on the shower towel so that you're not getting the shower head and this plastic bag. This plastic is really, it's a material bag with some sort of a, oh, I don't know, some sort of a liner on the inside. But you want to keep it out of the dirt. So put your towel or a washcloth or whatever you've got, put that down first so that it's not in the rocks. Because 23 pounds of water is a lot of water. I think the reference I used was a buttload of water. Okay, and let's see, I think you can still see this. So it's got a soft side between these two buckles, and it's got a stiff side. You match them up, you roll it down. It says 3 times. 3 times I found to be a little bit tight. Okay, now I'm going to show you something else, and this is actually pretty big. After you get it filled up, very carefully, turn it upside down so that your shower end is up. You got a big pocket of air in here. Crack your valve, and all you're going to do is bleed out the excess air. And I'll tell you why. As soon as you see the water coming out, shut it off. When you now lay it down on its side, and I hope I'm getting this, I'm not sure if I am or not, I can't quite see my screen. When you lay it on its side, let's see if I can get that here a little bit better. Hopefully getting that. if there's air in here, the air sits across the top of this bag. And so when the sunlight hits the top of the black bag, if there's air in there, the water's not coming in contact with the heat of the bag. So by bleeding out the air, you put the black bag in direct contact with the water, and it will heat much quicker for you. Okay? With that in mind, with this guy at sea level, down in the Sacramento Valley, in 80 some odd degree temperatures in my backyard, I had hot water in probably an hour. At 9,000 feet on a sunny clear day, this thing laid out here in the hot sun all day long and it barely got warm. So obviously not everybody is going to be, you know, taking a shower at 9,000 foot elevation where there's snowfields. And incidentally, this lake is nothing more than snow melt. There's snow all around me, so the water's really super cold. So let's go take a look. We'll show you what this baby looks like. Like I said, we got to get this all on one take. Alright, so, word of caution, when you're carrying this thing at 23 pounds of water, if you're not real tall, or you're moving around the rocks, this thing sits really close to the ground. Be careful, because if you snag it on a rock, I'm pretty sure you'll rip it real quick. At the very least, put a good hole in it. So, alright, so let's see what we can do here. Gotta find some spot to put my camera. Okay, we're going to move the camera around to a better location, but for the sake of alright, so there it is. Let's grab the camera here and take a real quick look. Now, here's what I noted. Hang on, let me get this camera turned around here so you can see what's going on. And this is something that they don't tell you. This bag seeps water right through the material. If you sit here and watch it, you'll actually see. At first I thought it was seeping out through the rolls. It's not. It actually is sweating right through the material, which I guess is kind of, pardon the pun, immaterial, because it doesn't seep enough to hurt anything. So if you're laying it out in the sun for a couple of hours to get hot, it's not going to hurt anything. But you wouldn't want to fill this thing up with water and then lay it in the back of your car or put it in your tent, because it's going to continue to seep. And you can probably see it there. I don't know how well you can, but it just seeps right through the material. It's not at the seam, it's not at the folds, it's not at the valve, it's right through the material. And maybe I got a bad one, but I don't think so. So, doesn't seem to hurt anything, but just be aware, it's not bone dry. It's going to seep on you. So like I said, unless I got one that's funky. So shower pattern. Nozzle basically is easy enough. Twist off and on, and it works real well. There it is. It says it'll go for 7 minutes on 10 liters. And I tested it, and it will go for 7 minutes. So, with that in mind, 3 people can easily get a shower out of it. You could shower out of this thing for days, simply by turning it off. You turn it on a little bit, get wet, soap up, shut it off, or at the very least, you can throttle it back to just a trickle, so you're still getting some water. soap up, get all your junk, get everything all cleaned up the way it needs to be. And then, if you want to turn it up for a final rinse it off and shut it off. 10 liters of water is more than enough water for a shower. But like I said, it's not perfect. Like I said, as you can see it seeping right through the material, which I don't know. I think I find that kind of disappointing a little bit, in that because the inside of it looks like it's a some sort of a synthetic waterproof material, and yet it's seeping right through that. So like I said, it doesn't seem to hurt anything. Not the end of the world. At 5 1/4 ounces, that's all good. So, oh boy, let's see. Like I said, make sure that when you're filling it up, put a towel down underneath it so that you protect this nozzle a little bit. You don't want to damage that. There's an O-ring in there. They tell you not to over tighten it. You don't want to get dirt down inside that mechanism, so you want to keep that clean. Take care of it. It should take care of you. They said 3 rolls on the top, fold it over, click it into place. That seems to work fine. But like I said, 10 liters of water is 23 pounds. This thing is heavy. So if you're a gal out backpacking, that's going to be a lot of water. There's no reason why you can't fill it up with a lot less than that and heat it up that much faster and still get a nice shower out of it. And incidentally, this is where I had to shower, and I had to take mine sitting down. At this altitude, I was way above tree line. There was nowhere to hang this thing. So, and at that, it still was far from hot. So that's the scoop, basically. 29 bucks, 5 1/4 ounces, 7-minute shower on 10 liters of water. The material seeps. Other than that, it seems fine. That cord, plenty strong to hold 10 liters of water, but dragging it up over the top of a branch. If you decide to use this cord, you throw it up over a branch. Make sure that you're pulling down on your rope while holding this on the bottom side and pushing up, and it'll take all the strain off of that rope when you're going up. Don't just grab the rope and pull it down and try to hoist this thing up, because you'll tear your cord up pretty quick. So cleaning it out, I would when you get home, make sure that you wash it out. I would just use some mild dish soap. Just lightly wipe it out on the inside, outside. Don't use any rubbing alcohol or chlorine bleach or anything like that, and you should be fine. Then obviously take it out, hang it out, let it dry real well before you put it away, so that you don't open it up with a bunch of mold and mildew on the inside. And you should be good to go. So that's it, man. Arts Backpacking 360. Check me out on Facebook. I hope that this video helps a little bit. Stay tuned. I'm going to be doing another video on a pocket shower that I've come up with, an idea that you can make at home that weighs half this much, and I'm going to show it to you in another video, so be watching for it. It weighs in at about 2 1/4 ounces, and it holds 3 liters of water, which is a lot less. But if you're an ultralighter and you just need some running water to take a quick sponge bath shower, this will get the job done, and it may be even more efficient at heating water. So check it out. Hope this helped you guys out, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.